Where is the North Country? The debate on this topic is real. A recent series by New Hampshire Public Radio confirms that this question yields a variety of answers. The White Mountains, all of Coos County, parts of Grafton County, Gorham-Berlin, Lancaster-Littleton, Conway, Franconia-Notch. As a native of the Colebrook area, I've always claimed that this is in fact the North Country, but I'll concede. I'll remain inclusive and contemplate that all points north of Route 25, which essentially contain all of these aforementioned towns and places, may be considered the North Country. But I still hold on to the notion that Colebrook, Stewartstown, and Pittsburgh make up the true North Country, or if you prefer, the North Country. There are no major freeways. In fact, a 75-minute drive is required before connecting to any highway. Two-lane roads and gravel roads are what link the few population centers that exist. It's a logging, tourism, and service industry economy that is now leaning heavily on tourism as logging has declined over the past decade. It's a place where dual languages, even dual citizenship, are common, and where weekend traffic is made up of a caravan of pickup trucks towing ATVs or snowmobiles. When people ask where I live and don't have any bearing on Colebrook or other northern towns, I say, it's at the top of the state, think Canadian border, and that's just about where I am. To the west, the line between New Hampshire and Vermont is really only definable by the Connecticut River, and to the east, the wilderness feel of Maine spills over and covers the landscape. My North Country is simple, uncomplicated, and often isolating. It's a place where, to some, it's difficult to explain what there is to do here, because it's a place where there's nothing to do but all the things to do if you know where to look. My North Country is a region where businesses survive rather than thrive. Population density, or their lack thereof, often presents challenges to business owners during our two lengthy off-seasons, mud season and stick season. This reality is accepted and not begrudged. It's a way of life. Although isolated, my North Country is confronted with the same issues that are felt throughout the state. Education, healthcare, unemployment, housing, drug and alcohol abuse, all are very real and are the burden of a small group of community leaders who seek solutions and progress on these fronts. The lifting is heavy and our voices are small. Here in my North Country, professional opportunities are limited. Personal growth takes some extra work and creativity, even a willingness to spend hours commuting to participate in larger efforts or focus on special interests. 8 a.m. meetings in Concord translate to 4 a.m. wake-up calls and late travels back scouting moose as the daylight wanes. But it's perfect. My North Country is where I can be seen and heard. It's where all gestures, big and small, matter. It's where I make my living and my life with solace and grounding literally right outside my door. The Connecticut River spans the length of the state, and at the top, in my North Country, I've been told that very special fishing spots may be found. Places so good, so flawless, that they should be shared. But also, kept a secret because it just wouldn't be the same otherwise. I sometimes feel this way about my North Country, but I also feel a deep concern for the long-term viability of this place. For this reason, I do want to share it with all of you so that you may experience what I know and live, even for a quick minute. And maybe I'll even convince you that the true North Country, not just the North Country, is here.